cost for renting now is so expensive. It's gone way up from years ago when I begun in work, which was only 4 years ago. And to now the rent is just going up, especially in the city. The city is the exact same. The cost of renting a house in Cork City compared to Dublin are practically the same. Yeah, and let's just say if you go further out, even if they, let's just say use Kerry as an example, the rent is getting more expensive there, and they're a lot more, let's just say, just country like compared to the city, and they're getting expensive. So it's a lot of the housing in general, the rents are going up because a lot of people can't afford to buy a house, so they're renting, even though it's better. If that makes sense, it's better to buy a house than rent at the moment, but it's hard to actually get a mortgage. So I was trying to find a balance for people maybe, or lower rent. For people renting, there's definitely not enough supply for the demand. Like the demand is it's so it's sad to think about because it's so big compared to the supply. A lot of landlords are actually leaving now because of a law that came in back in February or March. I don't know the exact month. So they want to actually get out because the landlord doesn't have a lot of security now. So that, in my opinion, is after making the supply go way down as well. And obviously there's newer schemes for people to buy. So there's kind of a few things to juggle at the moment. Abandoned homes. I think a lot of people as well, some people might have passed away and they had no one, let's just say, to take the house or give the house to. Maybe that's a factor. A lot of people are actually leaving and they might actually have the abandoned house, let's just say, on the market. And to refurbish a house like that can actually be, I know it's abandoned, but depending on the area, there could be mold in it. And sometimes as well, people, let's just say homeless people, actually go into them and it's hard to actually get them out. They're there for a long time. So I think a lot of abandoned properties, they're there for a reason. And we need to find a solution to get rid of it. That might be out of my jurisdiction, let's just say. But what I'd recommend is definitely there should be some sort of scheme come in and like that lower the prices down so people can actually refurbish them. Prices of even doing an extension to the home or even taking it apart to build it back up is it's ridiculous. It's really expensive. Bigger than what it is, then meets the eye. Definitely go in person, get the feel of the place. If you're online, let's just say if I was doing an online viewing, like if I was the actual like potential tenant, you won't understand like the feeling of the house. Is it hot? Is it cold? What's the neighborhood like? Do you know those simple things that you kind of take for granted? So being there physically is very important in my opinion because it's not just, oh, that's a nice color, there's one bedroom, there's a bathroom. Like they can show you something to impress you, but like that you should go there and actually think, okay, there's kids that are out here like really late, like would that suit me if I'm working late? So like things like that. So in person is very important, in my opinion. To give advice to a new potential person coming onto the market of, let's just say, in Cork City, people don't want like a life story. It comes down to facts at the end of the day, which is kind of brutal. They just want to know your name, your age, past experiences, and can you actually maintain payments. That's kind of all they want. So I'd recommend people to actually sit back and maybe be prepared to take on those responsibilities because that's what landlords want. Ask friends, ask family, even look online. So, as a new person, for myself years ago when I was younger, I started renting, and I never realized if you go into a house renting and you don't look at let's just say the appliances, they're broken. Like if you've moved in, you never said anything prior, you get the blame and you have to replace it. That's off my own experience. So definitely be aware and take photos before you move in. Make sure all the appliances are working because it'll be on you because they'll say, "Oh, you broke it." That's another bit of advice I give. And definitely ask. AI is brilliant. Ask ChatGPT what they'd recommend too, because it's all I know from my own experience, and that's what I recommend.